Skill said something to me a few years ago, right? He said that he tries to stay positive in all his videos, no matter how he really feels about the game. Not saying he's being disingenuous either, but even when he's got like frustrations with the game, he tries to be positive about those frustrations. Because he said he doesn't want to be negative with viewers, because if you like, imagine like you've got like we've got like what 3,000 people here watching right now. Imagine if I say, man, I'm so disenchanted with FIFA, I'm so bored of this. Imagine if even just 10% of those people say, yeah, do you know what? He's right. This game's shit. I'm not going to play it. I'm going to go and play Warzone. Now all of a sudden they're going to go watch Warzone. So all of a sudden 10% of my viewership leaves and doesn't come back because I've convinced them that this game is shit. And I always like took what he said and thought, he's so right, man. Like, even when you're not enjoying it, it's like you've got to make the best out of a bad situation at all times, right? But I'm looking at this game right now, and there is nothing inside me that makes me think to myself, I am desperate to play this World Cup content that EA have given, because it is just awful. There is nothing, like, I look at these cards, and I look at this Papin, and I think he's brilliant. I like him a lot. I look at these timed cards, and I think to myself, what is the point? We talked about, I talked about this specifically on a Road to Glory episode a couple of days ago, right? Here's the thing. What can they do that is good enough? Within the realms of what's already in the game, what can they do to make people be like, oh, damn, I'm playing now? We're at that point where it's like, but damn, there needs to be something, man. New game modes, new reward systems. Like Boris tweeted about it the other day, and I responded to Boris's tweet. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so he said, I don't want to be negative, but foot champs, unrewarding and repetitive. Rewards are bad and repetitive. Content is boring and repetitive. Gameplay is heavy and repetitive. Just what I feel like right now. Hopefully the World Cup can bring some new energy in. And I responded to that and just said, the game is uninspiring overall. I'm really hoping that the parting of EA from FIFA allows them to create a better product next year. And then I fell into the trap of getting excited about this little tab right here. Oh, guys. EA have given us a new little tab. Oh, yeah. How can you interact with this tab? That is it. It's effectively a news tab. All you can do is see how many of the World Cup cards you've gathered and what reward level you get from that in 49 more days. And the red cards, the timed players, all you can do with these players is use them to get swaps tokens, or then just use them in your team. But they are effectively the gold versions of players. So unless you hit one of like 6 meta gold cards, these players are entirely fucking pointless. They absolutely needed, I mean needed, to have an SBC section for these timed cards. They needed to have gameplay related content beyond the swaps for these timed cards. They needed to make these cards upgrade like Path to Glories do as nations do better. They are literally pointless. And so, anyway, where I was getting to, I've ended up going off a tangent and not complaining about it and stuff again. So the reason why I got to this subject in any case is because somebody asked me why I changed the Road to Glory to 7 AM. And the answer is I started uploading the Road to Glory at 7 AM because it's a lot better to wait for the content to come at 6 PM, then make a video for the Road to Glory around what comes at 6 PM, and then upload it at 7 AM, because I don't have enough time to record it, edit it, and upload it by 10 PM in the evening now. And in any sense, and hey, a lot of you guys won't have heard this chatter. A lot of you guys that were with me on Facebook, when I was streaming on Facebook, you would have heard this a lot before. But a lot of you guys won't have heard this chatter, right? And the truth of the matter is, Road to Glories are dead. Now you can like make your own kind of custom rules to keep them as engaging as possible. But by and large, FIFA is too easy to get to that point where you've got a team that looks like this, and then way too hard to get to the players beyond this, right? And that is so that it encourages people to spend money. Yeah, you hit the glory so quick. You do those starter objectives and those foundation and advanced SBCs, and you've got a team that is now good enough to see you to 9 or 11 wins in champs, that gets you consistent rewards throughout the rest of the game cycle to keep you up to date with the current meta. That's it. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Sorry, I spoke right. It is just a let's play at this point because there's no more nuance. There's no more niche. It is now, you are absolutely right in that. It is just a let's play FIFA Ultimate Team. That's it. That's a great way to look at it. You always had the niche of how to grind as a casual. Yeah, definitely. But now it's like so there was, I won't be able to find it now because I've had too many tweets today. But somebody was like bragging about making 100k from bronze pack method, right? And then somebody else was talking about their 4 million coin team. And the guy who was like making coins through doing bronze packs basically had to go at that guy because he bought some FIFA points. But then the guy that bought FIFA points was like, mate, you're wasting your life buying and selling bronze packs where I spent 50 bucks on FIFA points and I've got a team considerably better. And I'm like, that makes sense. Depending on how you value your time and what enjoyments you get out of FIFA, where you derive your enjoyment out of FIFA, the argument could be made on both sides that doing bronze pack method is boring and pointless. I think how many hours, and listen, I would never condone spending money that you can't afford to spend on FIFA points, right? But hear me out. How many hours do you think I did in FIFA 22 opening bronze packs? Would we say it was more or less than 100 hours? Or around 100 hours? Now, let's say for the sake of argument, it was 100 hours. Actually, because the League SBCs was more predominant, let's say less. Let's say it was closer to 50 hours. Because I think 50 hours is still probably a fair assessment. Because I actually did a lot of League SBC grinding last year compared to bronze pack method. Imagine if I went to work for those 50 hours and made £10 an hour. That's £500. If I would have spent £500 on FIFA points instead of those 50 hours on bronze packs, would I have ended up having more or less content on the game? And I think the answer is I probably would have had more. Because the whole shape of FIFA has changed. The whole way that EA engage with us within FIFA has changed. FIFA now do everything to try and keep you on their game as much as possible so you can spend money. Whether that's through objectives, SBCs, store packs, it all comes down to keeping you on the game. Because if you're on the game, you have a chance of spending money. If you're not on the game, you have no chance of spending money. Why do you think it takes so long to do these golden goal tokens? Why do you think it takes 20 games to get bang average milestone players that would be discard price on the market? Because when you're on the game, you've got a chance of spending money. But if this only took 3 games or 5 games and then you went to play Warzone or you went to play something else, you've got no chance of spending money on this game. The issue is you can keep expanding the debate out and end at what the meaning of life is in terms of ultimate value. There's none in any FIFA. It all has to be about the journey. Yeah, agreed, right? And that again comes down to the whole, what do I play FIFA for? For me, it was like, for me playing FIFA was always about trying to build, do you know what? Like back in the old Road to Glories, it was about trying to hit Division 1. And then when Foot Champs came, it was about trying to get like top 200 or top 100 in Foot Champs or hit Elite in Foot Champs every week. And everything we geared towards was to try and hit Elite, because Elite was significantly better and significantly more rewarding than gold or silver or bronze. Now, though, 6 wins, probably more often than not, gives you more, especially in terms of value of time, than 20 wins or 19 wins. And that's why a lot of people started settling for the 95% team. like, this would not make for very good video content, right? But I could use the team that I've got now and not kind of like consciously upgrade it, but only upgrade it based on things that I pack from Rivals and Champs rewards for the rest of the game cycle. And I could get 11 wins for the rest of the game cycle with where I am now every week. And so the why becomes the topic of conversation, right? The why. Why are you playing FIFA? Not necessarily why am I playing FIFA. It more becomes to why am I playing a Road to Glory? And when that Ribery came out today, now I know that there are traders out there that are so much more skilled than me. You've got people like FootSpy, you've got people like Run the Foot Market Nick, you've got people like the Foot Accountant, you've got Matt Foot Trading. There are so many brilliant traders out there. But even on a Road to Glory, on a no money spent account, they've got millions of coins and they could just do everything as and when they want. I understand that. But for me, when that Ribery comes out, my Road to Glory would be sick if I just complete that Ribery straight away, popped him in a team, played some games, and tested him out. But for me to do that, I have to sit and think, right, what do I need to do to prepare for that? I need to get 400,000 coins. I need to get all this fodder. I need to get all this. And without League SBCs, it's just difficult. And so, like, just in short, right, in essence, I sit here right now before you, 2,500 people just listening to me talk as well. What brilliance, right? And I don't know. I know a lot of the content I do want to make, and I especially know a lot of the content I want to make on something like So Rare or something like Draft Channel and things like that. But I sit here right now and I think I don't know what to make for the Road to Glory where it actually has meaning and actually has value. What would I do that would mean something to me that would also mean something to the viewer? What stage of the game do I enjoy the most? I mean, it used to be the start, right? But I actually think now, like, do you know what I used to love at the start, right? I'll take you back. I'll take you back down memory lane. Now, you know how some players are bugged, right? Some players just are bugged. Jesse Rodriguez, back when he played for Real Madrid, for some reason or another, had Cristiano Ronaldo's body type in game. Which one was it? I want to say it was this one here. For some reason or another, he had Cristiano Ronaldo's body type. And he's 4-star with great pace and really good dribbling stats, which was everything in FIFA, though in those days. In the early stages of FIFA 15, when a card like this was like 1,000 coins or 2,000 coins, getting a player like Jesse Rodriguez and using him because he was all you could afford and all you had, and then destroying people with him was so much fun. Now, let's have a look at my Road to Glory. Episode 4. Budget. And we have got a full squad here for you today. Of NepentheZ. 3 wins. That was my team in episode 4. My bench has got Informed Gakpo and Modric and Fekir and Chouameni. I've got some of the best lengthy players at the time. Like some of the best players in the game at the time before like a new meta was kind of like discovered. That's episode 4. Let's get to episode 10.
What's up, guys?
This is 6 days later. Bear in mind, 6 days later. 6 days later. We've got Informed Sorloth, another one of the most broken cards in the game. We've got Player of the Month Rashford. We've got Vinicius Jr., Kessié, another broken card. Kimpembe and Hakimi. Like, this is 10 days in. 10 days in. All right, episode 10 in FIFA 18.
Our first team.
That's my team. 10 days in. We've got a ones to watch Serge Aurier, who is garbage. A ones to watch Tolisso, who is garbage. We've got stat cards. We've got an 82 rated Heung-min Son. But that was my team 10 days in. The comparison is crazy. This team 10 days in. We've got massive cards compared. Episode 10 of the FIFA 17 Road to Glory. Oh, first club tour. Jesus Christ, I was desperate for titles then as well, wasn't I? There you go. That's my team. I've got Asensio at Cam and Zonzi at CDM. Fucking, what's his name? Oh, Matt, was that Mathieu? A lone Carvajal and a lone Felipe Luis in my team 10 days in. Have a look at the team 20 episodes in. There you go. Episode 21. This is 3 weeks into the game being out. And I've got 9 gold cards who are mostly shit. Player of the month, Sterling and Alex Hunter. 3 weeks in. Now if we go to this year's Road to Glory episode 21. Oh, it's literally called, it's a Road to Glory Too Easy. That's my team. 3 weeks in. In short, guys, right? I need to make a dramatic change. I'm going to say something that I don't like to say out of my mouth. It's even worse when I'm eating as well, because it's quite rude, but sorry, I'm hungry. Are you guys ready to hear this? The Road to Glory's got to go. Not a dig at you, but I do feel content creators can do a lot more. AKA speak up about the issues. Do you know what happens when content creators speak up about the issues, Jamie? They get told to stop complaining. No FIFA points, that's a start. If you genuinely believe that content creators not spending FIFA points would make EA all of a sudden make some dramatic change, you're out of your mind. If you and all the big channels start a revolution against EA, I promise they'll change. How can you promise me that? How much does EA make from FIFA points? In its annual report, EA confirmed that it made $1.6 billion from game sales from April 20 through March 21. This amount was eclipsed by their live services and other revenue, which stood at $4 billion over the same 12 months. So, okay, maybe Madden Ultimate Team and Hockey Ultimate Team and FIFA Mobile are a portion of that. But that was last year. They made $4 billion from FIFA point sales. Right? Now, if you take every content creator's spend and how many people they might have influenced unknowingly and unwillingly to spend FIFA points as well, because, you know, if Bateson puts on some FIFA points and packs something big, you're going, whoa, yes, I'm going to do the same thing. If every content creator and the ripple effect that they caused stopped spending money, do you think EA would even notice? You're out of your mind if you think they would even notice. If that annual report read that they made $3.5 billion instead of $4 billion, would you be sitting here going, oh man, poor EA, f me, they're struggling out here right now? They're making too much money for any content creator to put a dent in what they're doing.